everyone, this is Sandy Reese with Stampacrew.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Thanks for joining me for another video today. Today we have a bonus project using the Happier Than Happy bundle that we featured in our card class the other day. So just a quick reminder, if you place an order of $35 or more before next Friday, that you will receive a kit of the 6 projects for free. If you spend $50, you're also going to get an embellishment. So make sure to get those in by Friday, and let's get started. All right, so just a quick reminder, we're using Happier Than Happy, the stamp set. We're using the dies, and we are using the Happy Forest Friends Designer Series paper. Whenever we get close to the end of a catalog, I feature a lot of designer paper. We got to use that paper up, right? Okay, so for this card, I'm just doing a thank you card. So I wanted to show you some other things you could do besides birthday. So I'm starting with a hard base of Pear Pizzazz. All right. And then I'm going to use this fun leaf paper. The back, we're going to use some of this too, but it has all these kind of funky tree ring patterns. But I'm going to layer this on a piece of Early Espresso, and I will post the measurements and supplies on my blog so you can check that out. The link is below. So we're just going to adhere this on. It's a nice narrow border, but it kind of makes it pop out against that Pear Pizzazz. I like that. Okay, now I have another strip. It's just 1 inch by whatever this is. I'll post the measurements. And I'm just going to put this little contrasting designer paper right kind of across the bottom. Not all the way to the bottom. And leave about 3/4 of an inch. Okay. Now, next we're going to tie a bow. I gotta tie a bow, so I gotta get ready here. Push my sleeves up, mentally prepare myself for bow tying. Okay, I've got some linen thread. I love linen thread. I'm really hoping it's in the new catalog. Okay, I'm gonna wrap it around twice. I need a little bit more. All right. When I'm tying bows and ribbons, I always just leave it on the spool. And then if I need more, I get more. If I need less, I don't have to waste too much. Okay. So I'm just tying a little bow right here. And it's a little loose, but I'm going to show you. You can retie it if you want, or if you struggle with getting tight bows, and I know a lot of us do, and that's okay. The easiest way, you just tie your bow how you're going to tie it. Then you take some tape and you flip it over and you just pull everything tight on one side, and then on the other, we just pull the slack up, just like that, and then all that loose ribbon goes in the back. Now, if it's thick and you have a lot, you can cut it off. This is thin, so I'm not going to worry about that. I'm just going to adhere this right to the card front. That's all going to be hidden. All right. Super quick and easy. Okay. Make sure that bow's tight. We don't want it coming undone. Okay, adhesive. All right, next, let's do our focal point. We are going to grab just a scrap piece of white, and I've got this little owl stamp. So I'm going to stamp in Sahara Sand. And we're going to just do a little extra coloring. I've got a blender pen, and I'm just going to wipe the ink off of his feet. I'm just going to, just most of the color. And then I'm going to wipe it off of his eyes, and then wipe it on my paper. His eyes and his beak. All right, so I've got that Sahara Sand ink off of there. I'm going to take my Early Espresso marker and just lightly with the edge, I'm going to color his feet a darker brown, and his eyes and beak, just to give him a little contrast. All right, let's stamp him right here. Yep, it's not a huge contrast, but you can see a little bit of a difference there. Okay, then we are going to take the dies. We've got the dies right here. Where's my owl die? Over here, hold on. I've already taken it out. So we're just going to lay it on here, and it's got these two little holes at the bottom, and that's so you can see his little feet have to go in the holes, and then the rest of them will just go right in line. So I'm gonna run him through the die cut, Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, and he comes out like this. And we're done with Sahara-san. Okay, now I've also pre-cut a tree trunk with soft suede, and then the outline of the tree trunk with early espresso, and then I cut the bigger tree. There's two different trees in the die set, a smaller and a larger. I cut the larger one out of Mossy Meadow. Okay, so I've got those, and then I have just a 1/2 inch strip of basic white. We're going to stamp our thanks on here, so let's just go ahead and do that. We'll be done with stamping. All right. Nope, push too hard. There we go. That's why I have lots of scraps, so if it doesn't work out, just stamp it again. Okay, let's get rid of that mess. And I'm just gonna flag the ends of our words. All right, and let's do some assembly. Okay, I'm gonna grab a little liquid glue to put on the back of our detailed tree trunk, just a little bit. You don't need a lot. We can glue this pretty much right on top. It doesn't fit exactly, but that's okay. All right, and then we're going to pop this up. Let me just grab, I'm gonna get 2 big giant dimensionals. That's gonna cover the whole back of that. But I'm going to put it on the ribbon, so I wanna make sure it's stuck to the paper too. All right, let's pop up our owl. We only need 1 on him. If you want to, you can put 2. I'm just using 1. So he's gonna be standing right on our little tree trunk. And then we're going to add this, just putting a little bit of glue there. It's gonna kind of come right next to our owl. Kind of slide right where that ribbon is. And then we're gonna pop up the thanks. I'm gonna have that going above the bow and kind of over the tree a bit. Let's see, that's kind of a small. Let's see if that will fit in. 1 is enough. 1's enough for that. Cute! Isn't that cute? Let's just grab an embellishment. I've been using these pastel, what are they called? Iridescent pastel gems. And they come in kind of a clear, a blue, and a coral. So that's my new sheet. I gotta finish this sheet up first. And I'm gonna use the clear on here because we don't have any blue. We do have coral, we could use that, but I'm going with clear. And I just want a little bit of sparkle. A little bit of sparkle on here. So I'm just putting a couple right there near my owl. That's it, isn't that cute? If you want to add a piece of white inside, you can for your your writing. You don't have to because it's light enough. You could write with the marker or with a pen, but you can if you want. So that's it. Super quick today. So cute. And you could easily, if you need to, make this into a baby card, and instead of thanks, you just stamp hello baby right there, and it could go either way. But it's just kind of woodsy, and if you have a friend that likes to collect owls, I have a friend that loves owls. In fact, her email address has Hoot in it, so this would be great for those people who love or love the outdoors and owls. All right, well, thanks everyone. Make sure to click subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos. And I will be back here on Monday for another fun card using the Happier Than Happy bundle. All right, see you then. Bye-bye.